there, welcome back to Honest Book Reviews, and today I'm going to start off a series of my favorite books that I've already read that I'm going to give sort of like mini reviews about, because I'll give you a little sneak peek. The book that I'm reading right now to be my first real review is Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace, and it's taking me a little bit longer than I thought to get through. I'm in the tail end of it now. But it's definitely going to take a lot longer for me to finish and also to make a review about, because it wasn't the easiest book for me to start with. So I thought I'd start by sort of giving you guys an idea of my taste in books. So I went through my bookshelf and also my Nook library and found some of my favorite books that really resonated with me. There's not any sort of number at this point, and I don't really even have them all in my mind right now, but I just thought I found one that I really liked, and let me talk to you about it and just sort of tantalize you with it for a little, not really like a full review. So this is my Nook, but for some reason I switched my credit card information for the older books that I downloaded on it, so it won't let me download and show you the nice cover of it, but hopefully I can get a little picture coming up right here. The first book I'm going to be talking about is Haruki Murakami's IQ84, which is also another really long book, but that one I zipped through. I really love Haruki Murakami. I've read a few other of his books. I've read Norwegian Wood and what I talk about when I talk about running, which is a nonfiction book sort of about him running, which is really interesting because I'm so bad at running, and it's really interesting the kind of races that he's done and sort of how he thinks through it. But at IQ84, I believe it's his most recent offering, and I think that if you buy it in physical form, it comes in 3 separate actual books, but mine obviously just came on my Nook, and it's basically the story of a few people, and it's one of those stories where you learn about a bunch of separate people and then they kind of come together towards the end, and then you understand why you had to learn about all these other people. But it starts off with this woman, and I read this a couple of months ago, so I can't really remember their names. This woman who is stuck in traffic on a motorway or something in Japan, and so she gets off out of the cab that she's in, and she just decides she's late to, sorry, I'm remembering all these things that went on in the book. She's late to an appointment, let's say. She has a very specialized job and she really needs to be there. So she jumps out of the cab and then she makes her way down like some kind of access stairway or something. And when she comes out, first she doesn't realize anything's different, but then she sort of realizes that it's a world that's just slightly different than the one that she left, which was 1984, and then she calls this one IQ84. I believe it's her that does this. And then it sort of spins away from there. There's like this cult, a religious cult in the countryside with some kind of mysterious leader. And then there's this girl that they find who escaped from the cult, and this story, these creatures. It's really crazy. There's a lot of stuff that goes on in it, but it is definitely, I think it was a pretty fast read for me considering its length. It was super, and I hate saying that word, but it was very interesting, and it's a different kind of book than what I've read in a long time. It's one of those, it's sort of a sci-fi-ish book. It's obviously not very sci-fi, but it's sort of fantasy-ish, but it's definitely very rooted in reality. So it's different than something like Game of Thrones is all that's coming into my head, but another kind of future, different time sort of thing, and that they really just focus on the people and them dealing with it. And I just really loved the book, and I would really suggest that you guys should read it too. So if you liked IQ84, please tell me in the comments what you liked about it. If you didn't like it, please also write that down below. If you have any other suggestions for books sort of like IQ84 that you think I might enjoy, leave them down below. And if you just want to say hi, leave it down below. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe and comment. Bye, guys.